All right, perfect. Can you see the screen there? Everything all good?
We sure can.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you. Welcome everyone. My name is Ryan Stinchcomb. I'm the Sandals rep here. I've been working with Jennifer and Glenda over these past couple months, doing some of these different types of events and all these kind of virtual experiences, as we like to call them. So this evening, I'm going to take you through and talk a little bit more about the Sandals experience, what you can expect when you go down to any of our resorts, and then we're going to walk you through some of our resorts here. So we can get started. So at Sandals, we are the world's only five-star luxury included resorts, and we're constantly trying to show you how we earn our stars. Anybody can slap the five-star tag on their resorts, but we want to show you each and every day by constantly exceeding your expectations. And that's the number one goal that our staff has each and every day while you're there on the resort. Now, we're not the only ones that think we're the best. Year after year, we have been voted as the world's leading all-inclusive company due to the amenity, not just due to the amenities, so the pools, the beaches, and all the activities included, but because of our staff. The reason everybody comes back is because our staff, the friendly feelings, and um, how they're always there to take care of anything that you do need on the resort. So at Sandals, we are a paradise created for two people in love. We emphasize romance. We are couples only and adults only, so there's no kids at any of our resorts there. Um, but we do have our beaches resorts also that do have our where kids can go if they wanted. But at Sandals, no kids, all just that romance atmosphere that we like to bring to the resorts. So now at all of our Sandals resorts, we do have some of the most luxurious suites there in the Caribbean, whether it's beachfront, oceanfront, your own private pool up in the mountains, maybe your own infinity edge pool in the sky that you could see on the right-hand side there in Grenada. These are some of the different things that Jennifer and Glenda can actually book and place you in that perfect location. So you're getting that amazing view, or you're getting that um, absolute privacy there in any of your suites that you would choose. So at Sandals, we have three main levels of service, but the best of the best, the top of the top, is our butler service. Trained by the Professional English Guild of Butlers there. Our butlers, as soon as you arrive on the resort, they greet you, they take you to your room, go through a private check-in with you. Um, they walk you a little bit around the resort, show you all the unique areas so you're not just going in there blind. With the butler, you do have 24-hour room service. So if that early morning breakfast or the late night meal, if you wanted, you can call them up and order it. They're your own personal genie there on the resort. They really go above and beyond. They reserve your beach chairs, your pool chairs. They stock a cooler for you to put it out there. They're checking in. If you want nachos during the day, they'll bring that over to you. With the butler, you do have I mentioned the 24-hour room service. You have the stocked in-room bar with your higher end alcohol. So you have your Absolute, your um, Johnny Walker Black, your Tanqueray, that's all your Appleton rum that's already there in your room. It's the full size bottles, constantly restocked. And they do take care of your dinner reservations as well for you. Some of our restaurants, they require dinner reservations so they can plan that out for your entire stay when you get there. So at Sandals, we like to say we're not just about the amazing views and the beaches and those suites. We have some of the most captivating pools there in the Caribbean, whether it's your active pools, your party pools, your quiet pools, or your relaxing pools. They're open 24 hours. So the pools never close. So if you wanted to go early morning swim or grab a couple drinks and go hang out by the pool late in the evening, you could do so. The pools themselves are always open. So at Sandals, I always like to say you can wake up one day, sit on the beach, never move, and just relax the entire time while you're there. Or you can be as active as you would like because we do include all of our land sports and our water sports. I know we were talking about it beforehand, just some of the different activities, but here we have the paddleboarding, wakeboarding, water skiing, the tubing, hubby cat sailing, snorkeling, where we give you the snorkeling gear and we put you on one of our dive boats where we send you out into the water, and that's already included there for you. We have two time slots each and every day where we put you on the boat, take you out into the water, take you out into the reefs. And if you're the only one signed up, you get your own little private snorkeling trip there that you could take advantage of. I know you mentioned you were a diver, interested in diving. Here we have one of the top 5 dive operations in the Western Hemisphere, voted by PADI, where we do include our Newton dive boats, our PADI certified equipment, and we have our professional dive instructors. Now, for diving, if you're a certified diver, you do get 2 dives a day. And if you've never been diving before but always wanted to try it out, we do offer a $100 course that you could take, resort course on the resort there. It's about 2 to 3 hours to take to go through all the training, and then we take you out diving afterwards. So it's still included there for you each and every time that you wanted to go after your stay, but if you were already certified, it's included there for you. And then with our land sports, we have the pool volleyball, beach volleyball, billiards, tennis, basketball, golf. There's shuffleboard, bocce, all the different types of land sports that we offer. And with our golf, we have our 4 golf courses where we offer complimentary greens fees. And our golf courses are located in Jamaica. We have 1 in Jamaica, 1 in the Bahamas, and 2 in St. Lucia, an 18-hole and a 9-hole course. Like I said, complimentary greens fees, all you have to do is pay for a cart, and then some of our courses do require the caddy as well. But as I mentioned, either sit back and do absolutely nothing on that white sand beach or be as active as you like. It's your choice because it's your vacation here. So anytime you go to any of our resorts, we want you to go off the resort and experience the island. And when we say that, we want you to take in our island routes excursions, the different options that you can have. In Barbados, you can go into town, hop on one of those catamaran cruises. In Grenada, we have the ATV, the off-road dune buggies. In some of the other islands, we have the swimming with the pigs and the great exumas, Dunn's River Falls in Jamaica. So there's so many different options and so many different excursions that you could take advantage of. And that's something that Glenda or Jennifer can book for you ahead of time. So you get down to the resort, you don't have to worry about any additional costs. It's already paid for and already scheduled for you. Now at Sandals, we can't call ourselves that 5-star luxury included resort without talking about our 5-star global gourmet dining. And here we have cuisines and concepts from all around the world because we want you to dine around the world. So we want you to go to our Italian restaurant and take in that Italian atmosphere, have an appetizer, have an entree, stand up, walk out, go to our French restaurant, have another meal, have another appetizer, another entree there, maybe have dessert if you would like. There's no tipping, no surcharges, no extra cost for any of our restaurants. And our chefs, they walk the farms. They go find those freshest ingredients. They find the best vegetables and fruits that they can bring to your table and cook them right there for you to make sure that you're getting the best ingredients in all of your meals all throughout the day, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We have that 5-star cuisine. Now, you can't have 5-star global gourmet dining without your top shelf liquor and your top shelf drinks. And here at all of our different bars that we have spread throughout the resort, we have the Tito's, the Absolute, the Jack Daniels, Maker's Mark, Crown Royal, Bombay, Tanqueray, Don Julio, Appleton, all the different types of top shelf drinks there that we do include already there for you. And it doesn't matter what room you're staying in or where you are, you always have access to this. And our bartenders, I like to personally call them more mixologists because you can walk up to them and say, what is your signature drink? Can you make me your signature drink? And they'll make it right there for you. It's not a problem. And if it's not something that it doesn't fit your taste buds at the time, that's not a problem. You can ask for something different. They have no problem giving you a different drink there. There's no tipping. There's no check. There's nothing you have to sign there. It is that true all-inclusive. Now at Sandals, it's always a party. We constantly have our evening entertainment going on, and even in a post-COVID world, we're still doing all of our entertainment. With our parties, we have our white night parties where everybody dresses in white, and then we serve chocolate treats around while the entertainers are performing some musical acts or so. We have our Jamaican parties, our beach parties, our reggae parties. We do country nights. We do silent discos, karaoke. There's always something going on. The talent shows, music shows. There's always some type of entertainment going on at all of our resorts each and every night there. So now that we talked a little bit about that Sandals experience and what you can expect when you go to any of our resorts, we're going to look at some specific resorts coming up here. And as I just mentioned before, even in a post-COVID world, all of our restaurants, all of our bars, all of our activities, they're all still open and available. We did not shut, none of them are shut down still, so everything's up and running at the resort. So currently, right now, we do have 6 different islands and 15 different resorts that we're located in the Bahamas, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Antigua, and then Grenada and Barbados are the 2 we are going to look at this evening. And we do have another big announcement that I will kind of hint at the end here. So first we'll look at the island of Grenada. And the island of Grenada, it's known as the Spice Island because of the different blends and those authentic spices that they bring to the island here. It's very easy to get to from Atlanta, Miami, New York City. There are some different options there. You can always have those connecting flights. And Grenada, it's perfect for scuba diving also. It has some great dive sites there, whether you have the underwater museums, the sunken slave ships. So if you are a certified diver, you can go off the resort and go ahead and take in some of those amazing dive sites that we feature. Now, when you arrive to Grenada, after you land at the airport, within about 2.5 minutes, you're there on the resort. It's right next to the airport there, a quick 2.5 minute drive. You're on that pink gin beach that we have to offer. With the different little pink particles that we have in the sand, when you run your hand through, you can see those pink particles right there from the sand. It's a fairly active resort, though we do have those areas that are much more laid back. Here, it is one of those exotic islands where we did take our living room setup, where we have the nice little couches surrounding it, the fire pits, and we put it right in the middle of the pool. And we do have our swim up pool bar on the right-hand side, that exotic, unique South Seas pool stretched across there with plenty of space, plenty of different areas to relax and enjoy yourself. Now, at Sandals Grenada, we have 3 main villages that you could choose from to stay in. On the left-hand side, we have our Italian village, which is our sky, where we have our Infinity Edge sky pool suites up on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th floor. Your own Infinity Edge pool where you open the curtains, open the windows, and you have that unobstructed view of the resort and of those blue waters there in Grenada. If you wanted something a little bit more private over in our South Seas village, we have our private suites with your own private pool and your private jacuzzi. And once again, don't be alarmed. The butler's not always standing there. You don't always have the butler standing there for you, but you do have your own personal cell phone, or actually we do provide you with a cell phone that you can call the butler if you would like anything. So that phone goes directly to the butler. If you wanted more drinks, if you wanted some food, if you wanted room service or so, you can pick up the phone and call the butler and they'll be there to take care of anything for you. Now, at Sandals Grenada, I mentioned that the island itself was known as the Spice Island. And here at Sandals Grenada, we had our Butcher's Chop House originated, that New York style steakhouse with that Wagyu beef, that fresh cut there, the lobster mac and cheese. And then on the left-hand side, we have our soy or sushi restaurant. And like I mentioned before, at our resorts, we want you to dine around the world. So experience those different flavors. Go to soy, have a couple sushi rolls, and then head over to Butch's and have your main appetizer and entree. And then you'll actually need to roll yourself back to your room for how much food you'll have eaten there. It's that good, and it truly is that true all-inclusive there. So now we're going to head over to the island of Barbados. And here at Barbados, we have 2 different resorts. We're located there on the southern part of the island. The 2 resorts are about 15, 20 minutes from the airport there. And with our 2 resorts, we do offer exchange privileges. Except here for Barbados and Royal Barbados, there's no shuttle in between the 2. There's no checking out of one and checking into another. There's no wristband. You can easily just walk back and forth. I know Jennifer just got back from Barbados recently, so she's very excited. But with Barbados, it is nice. It's just a small road that connects it. It's almost never used. You can easily just walk back and forth. So you have 12 bars, 18 restaurants, 5 pools in between those 2 resorts that you can enjoy. Now, Sandals Barbados was actually the first adults-only, couples-only, all-inclusive brought to Barbados a few years ago now. Sits right outside of the St. Lawrence Gap, right along the renowned Dover Beach, lined with palm trees there on that white sand beach with that crystal blue water in the background area there. Now, Sandals Barbados, it does accentuate the best of nature because when you're walking through the resort, it feels like you're walking through a lush tropical jungle. there with all the palm trees and that fresh landscaping that you see around, and the resort, the different buildings that are surrounding it. It's a very enclosed, a very compact type of resort, but it's very easy to get around as well. In the back area here, we have our Crystal Lagoon swim up suites, a little bit more hidden to give you a little bit more privacy and seclusion in the back area there. But we included our Tranquility Soaking Tubs for two out there on the patio, so you can easily just walk right outside and you have your own Crystal Lagoon pool on the outside area there. Now here at Sandals Barbados, we do actually feature 12 different dining options that you can choose from. But I don't like splitting them up. Because the two resorts are right next to each other, I like to say in total, we have 18 restaurants to choose from. Our Bombay Club, that Indian style cuisine with that authentic Indian flair that we have, and our Butcher's Chop House. Once again, dine around, enjoy all those different flavors. And last but not least, our most exclusive all-inclusive that we've ever had, Sandals Royal Barbados, right on the opposite side of Sandals Barbados, where we do have our Infinity Edge rooftop pool right there on the sixth floor of one of our main buildings, with that glass that gives you some of those unobstructed, amazing views there. We also include a sky bar. There's a nice jacuzzi up there as well, with that glass that you still get that Infinity Edge feel. It's a little bit more laid back up in this area. We have the soft music playing. It's very relaxing up here. But if you wanted the activity, you would head to the main Infinity Edge pool. This is where we have that music going. We have everybody kind of placed across that large Infinity Edge glass, which is just a few steps from the beach there. Very large and spacious pool where all the activity comes together. On the left-hand side, we have our swim up pool bar, South Seas pool, kind of located right in the middle area of the resort. A little bit more relaxing, but a little bit more active as well. You get a mix of both here in our South Seas pool. Now at Sandals Royal Barbados, we loved our sky pool suites so much in Grenada, we decided to bring them here, and we added them. Except here, they are right there on that beachfront with that oceanfront view, completely unobstructed, to the point where there is not a single palm tree blocking that view from that Infinity Edge pool. But if you wanted something right there on that ground floor, we have our Millionaire Suites with that Crystal Lagoon pool lined to the right next to that main Infinity Edge pool right there on that first floor. Now, Sandals Royal Barbados itself has 6 different dining options. Our French restaurant La Parisienne is also located on the 6th floor of one of those buildings, where in the evening you can request a table outside and get an amazing view of the entire resort setup up there on the 6th floor. On the left-hand side, we have our entertainment lounge, our entertainment lobby area, plenty of seating, and right outside of our Lover's Lane bowling alley. Here at Sandals Royal Barbados, we have our 4-lane bowling alley open for everybody staying at this resort and also staying at Sandals Barbados. And at the Lover's Lane bar, we have our main world beer bar. 18 different world beers stretched across all the different countries, whether it's German, the Dutch, you have your Canadian, Italian, American, Jamaican, all the different styles of beer. And we have that frosted glass that actually keeps the beer cool and keeps it cold while you're going and taking your turn at the bowling alley there. So we do also have our beaches resorts, as I wanted to mention beforehand, or as I did mention beforehand. We have our 3 beaches resorts, one in Turks and Caicos, and then the 2 in Jamaica, where we have all of the same inclusions as Sandals, but many more for the kids. Whether it's our Xbox Play Lounge or water park, all the different options there at our beaches resorts. So for joining us this evening and joining us this late afternoon there, we do have a nice little incentive for you. So if you happen to place a deposit within the next few weeks for 6 nights or longer in one of our club level or butler level suites, you could choose one of the following 4 options for our promotions. It could be a $250 spa credit. You can use that for a nice couples massage, maybe use that for yourself at any of our Sandals or beaches resorts. You can also choose a $250 combo credit, which is $100 towards our spa, $100 towards a private beach candlelight dinner, and then $50 towards the photo shop. Or if you are not scuba certified and wanted to try it out while you're down there on the resort, we can cover that cost for you. And last but not least, if you're going to either Jamaica or Turks and Caicos, we're offering a catamaran cruise for either up to 2 or 5 people. We also have our 777 promotion where we have 7 rooms at an additional 7% off. That's constantly running. And I know Grenada and Barbados, all 3 of the resorts had some rooms on that 777 this week that Jennifer and Glenda can keep you updated with. So the big news that I wanted to kind of end with here is that just yesterday we announced that we have a new resort opening on April 14th, 2022, which is going to be Sandals Royal Curacao. It's coming out. It just went on sale. We have a few images here and there, but we have Sandals Royal Curacao coming in April 14th of 2022. So if you were interested in that, definitely look to get aboard on board that train coming soon, because that's going to quickly sell out because of it being a brand new resort. But if you're also looking for Grenada or Barbados or any of our islands, now's the time to really start looking and to really start planning, because things are booking up. They're booking out fast. People are ready to go. So as we like to say here, let's make those dreams into memories. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving me the time to talk, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up about going to the new island. I did want to let everyone know that how the deposits normally work. It's $98 is the initial deposit. Then after that, it's $302 that gets charged about 3 weeks later. And then your final payment's not due until 45 days before you travel. So we encourage people to book early. That way they get the room type that they want. And then they usually have a long time to make payments on it and not have to pay it all at one time. They're also able to schedule your air for you, or we can do that for you as well. Did you have a question, Jeffrey?
No, I'm good. I just, if you want to send me some, I mean, is there anything that has pricing, or is just mostly on the website?
Well, it depends on your dates of travel. And so we like to look at the inventory to make sure, because if you're going to certain places, like say Barbados, you have to connect in Miami and they don't fly every day of the week. So I couldn't really give you an estimate on it without knowing like certain days. And then with Carousel opening April 14th, flights are out now, so I can do that too. Since you're coming from California, what would be your closest airport?
San Diego, SAM.
Okay.
Yeah, usually what I do if I'm going to Riviera Maya, I fly on American at 10 o'clock at night. We arrive in Miami sometime in the morning, and then we fly over to Cancun at about somewhere between, let's just say 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. or something, maybe a little later. Then it's an hour drive to get down to Puerto Armenteros. So usually I'm there fairly early, so we have the full day to still kind of semi-enjoy, even though we're going to be a little tired from flying all night or trying to sleep on a plane all night, let's say. And but even if our room's not ready, the bellman usually holds my luggage. We put our snorkeling gear inside our carry-on. We change into our bathing suits, go down, take a swim, have some lunch, and then by then usually the room's open and available. And if we need to, we take a little siesta or something. So most of the time for me to fly to the East Coast, whether I'm going to my home in North Carolina and or going, anywhere else in that area, it's usually at night. Once in a while during the day, if I can leave early enough and get there in time, but usually you waste so much time because of the time change.
Sure. Well, Antigua, Grenada, and Barbados, they're all very close to the airport.
And my schedule is pretty flexible. My wife has a little bit of more limitation. I only work 2 days a week, so, and I could take time off fairly readily. In fact, when I'm going to Cabo next week, all I'm doing is using sick time. I'm not even using vacation time. So I actually had to take vacation time this week. And when I get back, I'm working 2 days, and then I'm taking another whole week off because my vacation time is too high right now too. So I have to cut that down a little bit. But
we have lots of places to send you.
Yeah, well, and then I just want
But
to see. I mean, you know, we've been kind of dealing more with the Dreams Resorts and AMR, which you probably know. AMR is part of, uh, they have a whole collaborative Dreams, Secrets, Now,
mhm.
like a few others. Plus, they own Cheap Caribbean, et cetera. They own all these different little, they're all under one umbrella, which some people know, some people don't. But
And we're
so.
familiar.
I
Well,
mean,
one of
we're
the things that
usually we're usually spending around 1,000 to 1,200 or something for a week or 8 days being down in their resorts.
Well, to give you some difference between the Sandals properties and say Secrets, and I like Secrets too, but just to give you some background on them, Butch Stewart, he actually just passed away this past year in January, and he's the innovator of the all-inclusive swim up pool bar, having a la carte style dining, as far as having the different kinds of liquor. And the difference between him and what he created with Unique Vacations, which is Sandals and Beaches, nobody else owns it. AM Resorts are all backed by timeshare. So they're able to actually give maybe a more discounted rate, but you're not getting the true authentic same items that you would. And I don't want to sound like I'm speaking poorly about them, but once you see the difference between a
Yeah, it
Sandals and a
does. Yeah, it
Beaches,
doesn't matter because I've been there and I know. And for us,
right?
like we're not drinkers. I mean, I shocked myself when we went to Punta Cana and my stepdad at 10 o'clock in the morning when he and I were just by ourselves at the beach. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to go over get a drink. Do you want anything?" And I said, "No, I'm going to wait for lunch." And then within like 10 seconds, I said, I'll go get me a Coca Loco. So usually, I mean, there's times when I'm there for the whole week and I might have 5 drinks. So I don't care
Sure.
about top shelf liquor.
It's not
The
really
drinking
about
is not
that
the big
though.
thing. What I care about mainly for Sandals is that they offer some of the amenities like the scuba diving, the snorkeling, et cetera, which if I had to pay for a 2 tank dive, let's say that would cost me $100, right? So if I did that 4 times, 5 times when I'm there, that's $500. So if I'm paying 50% more for sandals, then that's fine. It makes sense to me. If I'm paying 500% more for sandals, then
No.
probably right now I won't. So, not to cut you short or anything, unless you have
No,
something really
that's okay.
pertinent. I need to go because it's a kind of a little bit of a story, but I had to go online and order some groceries because they gave
Uh-huh.
me a fairly nice disc, like $40 off of $75, and I have to go pick it up because my grocery here wasn't doing it that I could walk to, which I have to drive 10 minutes to go get it. So I need
We'll
to run
definitely
out.
stay in touch and then we
Yeah.
can
If you
show
could
you
just
some
send me
different
like a little
options.
bit, yeah, just send me an email with some info if you don't mind.
Sure.
And if you want to just give me something with pricing. I mean, I'm going right now. I'm going somewhere in November, probably the second, because usually I have my meetings, which is the first Friday of the month. I have a meeting tomorrow. That's my big meeting. We do M&M and we do case reviews and patient reviews, so forth and so on. So usually I don't leave anywhere during that first week of a month or when the first Friday is. But November, I think it's I just been looking for stuff somewhere around the 9th for 8 days going somewhere. If you want to kind of do that on a Monday, Tuesday, usually airfare usually drops a little bit. We don't have to leave on a Saturday or Sunday. We don't have to leave on a Friday. Usually I'll leave on Monday and come back Tuesday. I'll leave on Tuesday and come back Wednesday just to give
Perfect.
me that little extra time. Give me something, let me look at it, and we'll continue the conversation.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much.
You have that 3 hours times on us right now. It's what, 3:36? So
Yeah, stock market's closed. I'm done for the day.
there you
So,
go.
yeah, I'll be, and then we're leaving Monday. So, I mean, my
Okay.
bag's already packed. So I'm ready.
We love it.
I'll be back I think the same thing. We're leaving Monday, and I think we come back a week. No more than a week on it. I think we're coming back Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
Okay.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
really appreciate it.
When I get back, we'll have a chit chat.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye.
I did want to mention before we end this evening, we do have a YouTube channel. If you can check out our social media, we do this event every Thursday. We create a different event with different suppliers, destination cruise lines, tour companies. We're also having a question and answer session on August 26th. We would love for you to go ahead and send us your questions. And in case you try to stump us, we can find out what those answers are. And then Ryan's going to be back December 2nd, right, Ryan? I think is what we have our scheduled date for. And by then, we hopefully should have some pictures on Carousel.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up here. I think we said, or December 9th, the following week. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well, we do thank you again for doing this presentation with us, Ryan. We're going to get it uploaded on our YouTube channel, and we have gotten so many views on all the other ones that you've done. So I'm sure we're going to get it too. And we're going to get Jeffrey some information tomorrow. So hopefully he can get that special promotion that you're offering.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I hope you have a lovely evening too. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You both enjoy and have a great rest of the day and a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.